Hello, Divine Feminine, and welcome to your Power Message for Monday, Magical Monday. My name's Liz, and this is Guided by Angels, and it's not just any Monday, it's the 1st of May. I mean, isn't that powerful? I always feel amazing when we start a brand new week and it's a brand new month. It's like when we start the new year and it all feels fresh and nice and, like we can begin again. So this is an opportunity today to begin again. And I'm going to bring in a gorgeous deck today, the Earth and Sky Oracle by Mystic Moon. I've borrowed this deck from George. It's one of his decks, and I'm going to be using this today as well for members to do a pick a pile with charms. So a great day to join to become a member if you aren't already one. And also I want to remind you of this, okay? Not only am I available for personal readings right now, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. But my Divine Masculine George Blue Ice Tarot is actually doing 18 plus £30 DM to DF readings right now. An absolute must if you want to know how they're feeling about you in that way. And if you want to reach out to George for one of those, it's georgedrew07, that's georgedrew07 @gmail.com. Or you can check out all his information on his channel. So before I pull a card from this amazing deck today to connect with your energy, I want to read the message from the I Can Do It calendar for this month. And I shared this already in the angel reading, but I really want to bring it in because it's such a powerful message for May. And I really do feel that, May, let me bring this a bit further actually, closer should I say. I actually feel that May could be a little bit of a challenge if you let it be a challenge. Let's all decide today to take control and to focus on joy and peace. And the angels are saying this month, focus on allowing things in rather than forcing things in. When I was going through my frozen shoulder and, my shoulder was completely dead, my arm was completely dead at one point, and I had to allow the healing process to take place because I knew full well it was connected with ascension. And it was to do with my own personal perimenopause journey. And I knew that it had to heal in time. And I kept calling on Archangel Raphael and Jesus. And I kept receiving the card because I was doing cards for myself. Just allow it to flow through your body. Just allow it to happen naturally. Just allow it to pass. And what I was doing, I found, was I was trying to force the healing because I was using a can of beans to use as a weight to try and move my arm up and down. And, because I saw on the internet that's good to do. And, I was connecting with all of that. And I was in my ego as well because it was so painful, obviously. And then I just received this message from the angels saying, don't force, allow. Something so simple, don't force, allow. And obviously on this journey, we can try to force the communication, force the masculine to leave the karmic partner, force the journey forward by putting demands on them or making them feel bad or, getting angry and frustrated and impatient. But if we actually step back and allow the process to unfold, things happen very quickly. And with my shoulder, as soon as I stopped trying to force it and hoping that it would get better and allowed it to instead, it started to heal very quickly. So the message is allow things to come to you naturally during May. And not just during May, but all times, and to do that, we need to still our mind, to listen to our inner wisdom, to take time every day to meditate. And meditation, remember, is different for everyone. So a meditation for me may be a lot different than a meditation for you. I love to go and sit in a coffee shop and have mindful meditation or, just go for a nice walk or spend some time with me. And that's my form of meditation. Other times I like to lie on my bed and listen to a meditation CD or, just listen to some music and listen to my breath and relax in that way. But it's very important that we take the time, even if it's just a deep breath in, 3 times a day, deep breaths in and out 3 times a day or 3 times in a moment to feel at peace. When you take a deep breath in through the nose and release it through the mouth, and you repeat that 3 times, it brings in power. So you may decide to do that 3 times a day. That's what they're giving me to share with you, because that will bring you back down to earth, it will calm you down, and it will bring you back into the now. So it will center yourself. If you find you haven't got time to meditate, if you feel like you haven't got time to relax today because maybe you're busy or you're looking after your kids or there's something going on, but you can certainly make time to breathe in and out 3 times a day. When you wake up in the morning, maybe when you have your lunch in the afternoon, and then at night before you go to bed. Breathing in and out, it brings in power. And it relaxes you, so you're also able to visualize and daydream and quiet your mind. And you'll feel energized after these things. After periods of restfulness, we feel energized. So make time to do that today. And, maybe you've been thinking, I need to make time to meditate, or I need to make time to go outdoors. I need to do that. This is your sign. And to have fun. The dolphin keeps coming through saying, have fun. Bring in uplifting ideas, allow them to flow through your consciousness. And the way you do that is by allowing them to flow in, by not trying to force. Think about people who get writer's block. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to write. So they have to go within, but they have to quiet the mind or go to a quiet spot or relax the mind to get the flow back. So then when you receive the ideas that come to you, you're able to follow through on the ideas by bringing them into a joyous reality. And in the process, you discover that you can create miracles in your life. So I've just, intuitively read this message. And I've read the message in my own way because, when we read anything, whether you read a card or you read a book, a spiritual book, or you read a post on social media, you'll always be able to see your own insights in that post or in that book or in that card. And that's why, it's so nice right now to be doing the cards and the readings in this way, because we're able to intuitively read the cards too. And I'm even finding that I'm seeing a lot more information in the cards reading this way. Instead of just you guys seeing my face on camera and seeing me showing you the cards, you're able to connect with the cards yourself, and it's very powerful. And I feel a lot of you are going to see this day, because it is a Monday and because it is the beginning of a new week and the beginning of a new month. You're going to see this as a day where you may want to do things spiritually. Maybe this is a day you want to begin to learn tarot. Or you want to start your gratitude journal. You want to start writing a chapter every day of the book. Or you want to start your meditation practices. Or you want to do new things. You're feeling this way. There's a lot of power there. So let's shuffle this gorgeous deck and see what we need to know. So thank you, angels. What's the energy, please, around the divine feminines today? What do we need to know? Wow, jumped out of the deck. Amazing. So I'm just going to pop these cards here. I'm also going to bring in Raise Your Vibration Oracle by Kyle Gray. So how can we raise our vibration today? How can we raise our vibration today as a divine feminine? That card jumped straight out and one sticking out of the deck. Wow. And we're going to bring in the magic of crystals. I really love this deck. Again, this was gifted to me by one of my friends who got this free in a magazine in the UK. So I don't know who this is by, but it's got some amazing messages in. So what do we need to know for the divine feminines today? What do we need to know? Now, I've also received an intuitive message that I'd love to share with you. And I'm going to be talking a bit more about this in the daily twin flame reading before I do the structure deck. So love will win. Love will win. That's what the angels want you to know. Hey, whenever you're going through any struggles or any doubts, or there's an issue with the karmic partner, or the masculines are tired and they're not communicating, or you're going through something physically, just know that, love will win. It's the truth. Love will win. And I talked about this with my warriors, my members, my warriors and ascension angels, last week about love will win, because the message kept coming through. And I feel guided to share it with you today on the 1st of May. So you have something to remember when you're going through any challenging times, or anything comes in that may trigger you or get up your nose. The love will win. And that's all you have to say. If someone starts challenging twin flames or challenging the connection or what you're going through, just answer, love will win. And it speaks for itself. Very powerful. So the crystal we can use to connect with today, wow, it's not even a crystal. Look at this. It's how to use your cards. Now, I am feeling this energy. I'm feeling someone watching, or a few of you may want to realize, or you want to start, using cards. And it's really interesting, actually, because you may even want to create a deck of cards. And the angels are also guiding me to maybe do a video on that in the future. Let me know if you would like to know how to create a deck. How to move it from an idea in your mind to maybe a template to an actual deck of cards that you can sell and use. And I feel that what this is doing, because this is kind of the credits, it's, this is what it was from, Soul and Spirit magazine. I didn't even know this was in here. And look at this, it says reading your meditation cards, get started. So what I'm actually feeling this is saying to you as a light worker, because it's not what's on the card, it's the message. The message coming through is, now is the time if you want to learn tarot. If you want to learn how to read oracle cards, if you want to learn how to mindfully meditate, or you want to maybe do a meditation that can help others, now is the time. And, if you want to tap in with your intuition and your psychic powers, and you want to know more about it, if you go to my playlist section, you can watch my series I've done. I've done a big series on pretty much getting to know the angels. It's called Meet the Angels. I'm going to redo that series again soon when I'm guided to. And I've also done how to step into your personal power. I'm trying to think what the names of the playlists are, but there's also one about psychic powers and how you can connect with that. And obviously, you can learn tarot free with me. So I've done 2 series about learning tarot. One's a twin flame series and one's a general series to read cards. If you want to know how to read the cards, especially if you want to learn how to read the cards the way I do through your intuition, without focusing on what the meaning of the card is or focusing on what the guidebook says, reading the card through your intuition. That's what I've always done, and that's what I will always continue to do. And that challenges some people, because people question that sometimes and say, especially when I'm reading cartmancy, because, I read cartmancy, that means you read playing cards. I read cartmancy my way. It's like when I do, the certain cards in the tarot, so I get timelines from those things, and they are things that I've been shown by heaven. So I do it my way. It may go against the normal of what, other readers do and other people do, but that's the beauty of being yourself and tapping in with your own intuition. And I feel I need to share that with you too, about doing it your way. Don't let anyone tell you you're doing it the wrong way. It's your way. You do it your way. So the message we've got coming up today is my breath connects me to life. And I love that, because the angels are really guiding me to remind you to breathe, to breathe in and out 3 times a day. That's going to work for you today. Especially if you're going through anything, when you need to remember that love will win. Your breath connects you to life. So, breath is power. Breathing in and out, it's what makes us alive. It shows us we are alive. What do we do if we worry that someone isn't conscious? We put our fingers under their nose to see if they're breathing. We may shake them to see if they're breathing. We're like, are they breathing? Because that's how we know they're alive. And when we breathe, we know we're alive. This love makes us feel alive. And when you breathe, you're able to come back into the moment and lovingly accept yourself. So accept yourself today with love, just as you are, exactly as you are, for your gifts, your beauty, your power, your light, your radiance. Everything about you is perfect as it is. There may be things that you want to tweak. You may want to work on the way you feel sometimes. If you get triggered, you may want to work on raising your vibration. But you are perfect as you are. And the universe will help you to tweak those things by loving yourself. We've got the crab. So there may be some Cancers watching. I'm a Cancerian, but this is really about coming out of your shell. Okay, because I'm reading these intuitively. These are more about the crab, like the actual traits of the crab, not the sign. And, obviously there's a sign there for anyone who is a Cancerian, but this is really about coming out into the open, being yourself, just stepping into your own, and they're really saying coming out of your shell. And this is what you're going to be doing, and this is also what your masculine is going to be doing between now and July. Emotional and moody. So sometimes we can be very emotional on this journey and it can make us a bit moody. But when we relax, we feel better. We avoid the conflict then. We feel very homey. We connect with the love. So if you're feeling a bit moody, and this can be coming up with the full moon. I mean, look at this for powerful. We've got the moon card. And we're stepping into the energy of the full moon. It's the full moon on Friday. So that's when you're going to be feeling all these emotions. So step into your divine feminine power. Allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. And emotionally express yourself if you need to. Whether that's through service or through connecting with your intuition. But you're going to know what's going on. You're going to feel it. You're going to have this knowingness that all is well. And everything is in a cycle. And it's about tapping in with the rhythm of your heart. And the cat and mouse energy is that runner-chaser dynamic. This needs to stop, because when we stop chasing our twin, and I don't really like the word chaser and runner because, it's more about masculine and feminine energies. The feminine wants to sort things out, clear the air, communicate, nurture, be there. And that may be seen as a chasing energy. Whereas the masculine seem more aloof because they need to process, to think, to plan, to work things out. So they are more aloof. So it's more of a aloof energy they're in. It's not like they're running. We talk about how they can run from you, but they're really running from themselves. So they're never running from you anyway. And it may seem that they're playing hard to get, or they're teasing you or messing you around, or, just kind of allowing you to do all the chasing, or drawing you out, in this cat and mouse energy. But it's about trusting the love, and it's about being patient. The cat there is very patient because it knows eventually that mouse needs to come out. So it's waiting. And obviously it's waiting there to play with the mouse and maybe not do such nice things to the mouse. But the point is, the mouse knows that if it's patient, it will catch that mouse. And feminines, if you're patient, you'll catch your masculine. That means you'll receive your dream, because your masculine may be hiding away in their shell. They may be hiding away maybe in their cave right now, which means they've gone within. They are connecting with their own self. They may be within themselves like the hermit, but eventually they'll come out and they'll wonder what's going on. So this is really about you enjoying this time for you, instead of waiting around, watching the mouse, watching your twin social media, worrying about things. Focus on joy, peace, love, having fun, feeling at ease. And before you know it, that mouse will come out. Your masculine will return to you. Look at this, we've got the bee. And the bee is a great symbol of communication. It's a symbol of a miracle. It's a symbol of a miracle in communication. And it's really interesting because, the other day, and I forgot to talk about this on the channel, but everything happens for a reason. So clearly I'm meant to talk about it now because the bees come out. The builders next door, they've been doing all kinds of work on the house next door. And the noises that come through from next door remind me of certain things. And the other day, the noise that was coming through was just like a bee. To the point where I was looking around the room thinking, is there a bee in here? What's going on? What's that buzzing noise? But it resembled a bee to remind me, to remind you that your miracle is coming. Can you hear that now? I just heard it again then. I just heard a little noise. You probably didn't catch that then. It was just very slight then, something going on next door. But this is saying to you, when you focus on peace, then you coexist in peace. That means you don't fight against each other. You don't fight against the journey. Instead, you start working together as a team in the 5D, trusting the love, and you start manifesting things, bringing in that abundance, working together as a team to bring in a productive outcome. And it's really interesting because, when I did a reading at the beginning of the year, I spoke about ants, because if you are seeing ants, if you have an outbreak of ants in your home, or you see ants anywhere, or maybe you're watching something and there's an ant on there, ants are about teamwork. It's about working together collectively and with the angels and your guides to move forward. And it's about having a strong work ethic. Bees are meticulous in what they do. They are powerful beings. They have tiny wings, huge bodies, yet they still fly. And they go around pollinating everything. They go around the flowers and they continue to do this. They don't give up. So the bee is also a great symbol coming through to say don't give up. When you have a strong work ethic, you can achieve your dreams. And I feel this is also about things that you are doing in your life. Wanting to create magic and miracles and work on your dreams, things you want to achieve. For me, for example, this is a daily channel. It doesn't mean that I work every day, because I have a strong work ethic and I, focus on doing what I need to do to give myself a day off when I need one or to have a holiday when I need one. But I have that strong work ethic, and even working from home, I have a schedule. I like to get up at a certain time and start work at a certain time. I have a separate room where I do my work in here. And, I stay in here until it's done. It's not like I just think, I'll just go and watch telly for 2 hours or just go and watch a show or, go out and do things. I stick to my plan. And when we do that, we are successful. And that's what you're being reminded of, especially if you are deciding or choosing now to work from home and become self-employed and work on mission. You have to be, disciplined in your approach to it and have that strong work ethic. And that's really what I'm being guided to share. And we've got Jupiter, the planet of prosperity, mental expansion, spirituality and belief systems, good fortune and travel. So this is a big sign about things to come. That you are living on a planet right now that you are creating abundance on. You are bringing prosperity to you through your mental expansion. That means limitless vision, seeing things in a different way than people who may not be aware of the spiritual power you have. Using the law of attraction, being able to manifest, connecting with the angels, visualizing with feeling to bring in what you desire and knowing what your spiritual beliefs are and standing up for them. And that brings in good fortune. When you follow your heart and do what you feel is right for you, the universe will bless you and the universe will bless you immensely. And when you breathe in and out, it also allows you to manifest because you're calming your mind, you're not worrying in that moment, and you are in the energy of allowing. So I feel this is also about the art of allowing. And Abraham, channeled by Esther Hicks, talks about the art of allowing things to flow, using words that bring in feeling of what you desire, like deliciousness. That was delicious. That meal was delicious. That conversation was delicious. That experience was delicious. And you start manifesting it. And you're understanding that when things feel off to you, change it. So if you say to the universe, I am in a wonderful, loving relationship, you feel that way. If you say I'm in a wonderful, loving relationship with, and then you put your twin's name on the end, it doesn't feel as good because you go into fear. The ego starts saying, but I'm not with that person yet, or there's a karmic partner in the way, or bringing up all the things that seem to be obstacles or lack. Whereas when you say I'm in a wonderful, loving relationship, your mind can wander and you can feel the beautiful feeling. And we've got the meerkat. And I love meerkat because meerkats are George's, my divine masculine's favourite animal. He loves meerkats. And meerkats observe, they're well prepared. They don't miss a thing. They have lightning speed responses and they have a very watchful eye. So this is reminding you, feminines, that when you observe and you rise up above the 3D world and the situation, you get prepared for things. You don't miss a thing. You notice and you are aware of the signs and the synchronicities. And you're able to respond with love in a much quicker way because of your very watchful eye. So in other words, if you used to get triggered very easily, now you respond with love easier because you are the observer. You're taking back your power and taking control of your life. Very powerful. So be the observer today and focus on peace. So I'm going to bring in the book today. So what do we need to know? The message today is keep plugging away. Love it. Keep plugging away. So, we got this energy coming through. about with turning around nervousness, believing in yourself, trusting in yourself, knowing that you can have what you desire. And now we've got keep plugging away. And that's really what the angels are saying to you. Don't give up, with this B. Keep plugging away, which means keep moving towards your dreams and desires. Some of your dreams require your time and energy, and it's easy to get distracted and procrastinate. Yet at the same time, your heart is tugged, forgive me, fear, by the desire for completion. So that's also when you want things now and you go into fear around it. These meaningful aims are called priority projects, internally driven undertakings that your soul is guiding. Keep plugging away at these important goals, and if you ask for our assistance, we'll clear your calendar and give you the necessary space, time and motivation. We can help you overcome the tendency to put these things off by lending our support to heal your underlying fears. Just ask and we'll aid you in finding creative ways to enjoy working on your projects. While the fulfillment of your life's mission is important, the journey along the way is equally essential to your soul. Now, it's really interesting because there's another message here. It says, believe in your dreams. And, I'm not sure if we talked about that yesterday or I've missed a day here. But what the angels are really saying is to talk about all of this in one go, because when we believe in our dreams, we have faith in what we desire. We trust with unwavering faith that those things are coming to us. But we also have to plug away, keep plugging away. What does that mean? It means keep moving towards what you want by being grateful, by believing, by working on you, by being inspired, by doing what you've come here to do. And that will help your dreams to manifest quicker by visualizing it, by feeling it in a very powerful way, by being in the energy of power. So today, ask your angels for help in motivating you to work on your dreams, to keep plugging away at the goals that are important to you and meaningful and personal. And then use your time wisely as an investment. That means make sure you're spending that time breathing in and out 3 times a day, that you're having that time to meditate, to work on your spiritual practices, or even spend time to believe in your dreams. Because your dreams may seem daunting and overwhelming, and you may worry about how you'll achieve them. But if you let go, you'll believe in them and you'll receive them. So, perhaps I did talk about believing in your dreams yesterday, maybe I didn't. But the angels are saying to you, just believe and the universe will create the way. The way will be made clear. And out of all these cards today, I feel the most important one is that B, because it's the symbol of a miracle. And it's the way that the bee is coming through. And you may see bees today that remind you that love will win. And that's really what the angels want me to share with you. This love will win, and the bee is a symbol of that miracle. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.